Good morning, friends. Welcome to Bailey's and Tea Saturday. It is May the 30th, 2026. Can you believe it? Where did May go? This is craziness. Sorry for the little delay. I was having some technical difficulties here. As you know, that is the joy of our lives, that we go live and use all this technology and it doesn't work sometimes. Okay, looks like we're up and running, so that's a good thing. So as you hop on, say hello. I'll give it kind of a second, get myself organized here, being that there was a little 4 minute delay. I do apologize for those that are looking for me. Just finding the page of what we are dealing with today here. So it's kind of windy, kind of sunny, kind of doesn't know what it wants to do out here today in Edmonton. So, we're just rolling with it. It was beautiful, sunny, 30 degrees here yesterday. And then poured rain last night a little bit. And then, I don't know what it's doing. It's supposed to rain all weekend, so and into next week, actually. So we just wait and see what it brings us. Hopefully not any snow or any kind of craziness. And we just continue on like it's a normal day, right? All right, so I don't see anybody out there, but that's okay. I can talk to myself. Cade's not down here this morning, so I can't talk to him or act like I'm talking to him. So, you know how it goes. All good. You'll pop on when you can. You'll watch the replay. Make sure that you comment so that you can win a lovely card that we are making today and a little prizey from me. Hopefully everybody, I have mailed out past ones here in the last week or two, I guess, because they were piling up on my desk. So hopefully everybody started to receive those. I haven't gotten anybody back, so I'm assuming that you've gotten them. So congrats to all of you that have one and commented and shared and all the good things. I appreciate it. It helps the business grow and find new friends. And I think I've had a couple actually this week, people that I don't even know. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to meet new friends, right? All right, so enough of my blabbering. I'm making sure everything's still working here. Okay, we will get started and we will talk about a couple things and then we'll jump into what we're playing with today, okay? So I'll swing you back here. I guess I should just make some room on my desk here. We will swing you down and back. Sorry, you're going to see my roof. I apologize here. I got to hit the right buttons. Okay, let's slide you forward and down to my desk. Friends, sorry, you saw my lovely unfinished basement ceiling. Have a carrot. Get those out of the way. Our winner of last time we were live, I can't even remember the date. I apologize. My brain's a little bit of a mush ball this week. Rhonda, who I think just hopped on. Good morning, Rhonda. You're the winner of this card that we made, this little flip card. And then I found some brass butterflies because I think you talked about these last week. So it's just a coincidence that you won the card. It's just how the luck draws in the wheel when I do it. So quick reminder, if you do want May's product of the month, you better get an order in before tomorrow. That was that lovely vellum that I have here. June the 2nd is when it's this beautiful one with all these bright, fun patterns and florals and whatnot. So I haven't even used it yet, so I do apologize. Sometimes I just file it on the shelf and forget about it. But it will go away June the 2nd will be when the new one comes out, and it's adorable. Last Chance will also update June the 2nd, so make sure you pop in there and check out all the good deals and stuff that's going on. And then I talked about this last week, but it is coming up. June the 13th out in Morinville at the Rendezvous Senior Center. We will be having a vendor sale with, I think there's 7 or 8 of us. I can't remember. That will be selling all of our retired product at bargain basement pricing because we do not want to bring it home. We do not want to store it anymore. We want it gone and off to loving homes that will re-love it and enjoy it as much as we have. I have products that have never been opened, never been touched. I know, smack my hands, trying to stop that. And I have a friend joining me as well, so there'll be lots of stuff at my table as well as others. Tamara will be there. Tracy, who else is coming? Sharon. I can't think of all the names, but there'll be a bunch of us there. So if you're starting to see this sort of advertised everywhere, it's because those will be the ones that are attending as well. And so it should be a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I didn't go last year, but the year before, it was a ton of fun, and I unloaded a lot of stuff. So I'm hoping for the same this time. And then I can sort of have some breathing room here in my basement. So today we're backtracking to March online exclusives that came out to use the BBQ Master bundle. So here it is on the bottom. Well, this is a different printout. I redo it into portrait version because I can't stand the way it's laid out in the Stampin' Up! Version. So I redo all this, and so it's on the bottom of my page 7. So if you do have my brochure where I've redone it, that's where it will be. If not, I don't know where it is on the regular one. But here it is here. It's such a fun stamp set. It covers Father's Day. It covers grilling and chilling. This is a bit bigger in the stamp set. So it works for scrapbook pages and that sort of thing that you want to maybe do for, here it is here, quite large. It works great for doing scrapbook pages and that sort of thing. I'm working on a little album. I don't know if I'll have it ready to go to post tomorrow, so it might be a Wednesday share, but I'll do my best to try and get it done today. It's super cute and you guys will love it. So yeah, we've kind of covered everything. We've covered all the things that you would use at a barbecue or a cookout or a picnic or that sort of thing. So this is a fun set. And then there's also dies that coordinate. So it's got where it cuts out the barbecue. You've got little sausages that it cuts out. It will cut out all of the little tongs and the flippers and stuff like that. You cut out the flames. There's a mitten here. There's some pokey sticks. There's a little kebab. So that's a little kebab over here that it cuts out. And then it will build a burger. And then you've got some sausages, or kielbasa, whatever you want to call it, a little shrimp, a little mushroom. I'm not sure what this is. I haven't figured it out yet. I didn't cut it out on this thing because I haven't figured it out. So here's the little images here. So it cuts out your burger and then you kind of just build it, which we're going to do today. There's your little mushroom. It also looks like a little skull if you put some eyes on it for Halloween. There's your little kielbasa sausage, and there's your little shrimpy. Isn't he cute? And that the cantaloupe crisp works perfect for the little shrimp. And then I've just cut these out of some silver foil. So you've got the skewer for your kebabs if you want to put on a bunch of shrimp and mushrooms and sausage or whatever. And then you've got a little fork here as well. So they're really cute little images that you can build with. I love that you can build a little burger. You can build it as high as you want, however many layers, triple patties, whatever you like. You can build that up. So it's super cute. So that's the barbecue set. And then what else do I have to show you here? I think that's it. I think we can jump into the card that we're going to make. Let me just organize a little bit of stuff here. So here is the card that we're going to make today. Isn't that cute? So we've used the little fork, the sausage. We built a little hamburger. And then I've used just other elements out of the stamp set to build this. And then I've just made this into a birthday card. So is that not the cutest? I just think it's adorable. So let's get building. So we've got our standard card base, 4 1/4, or no, yeah, no, it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Oh my goodness, you guys. Mush for brains, I tell you, this week. All right, let me grab my little paper here. So we're going to build our little background here. So I've just got a piece of 4 1/4 by 4 by 5 1/4. Oh my gosh, I'll get the measurements right at some point today. For our base, that's just going to layer. It's our standard layering piece that's going to layer over our card base. We are going to take the grill and we're going to stamp it out in garden green. So if anybody knows of the barbecue, this could be black too, and just like a regular little charcoal grill. We have a Komodo Joe, which is like a big barbecue smoker thing. And they come in red, which is what ours is, or they have something they call a green egg, which kind of reminds me, stamping it out in the green, reminds me of the green egg as well. If anybody's got barbecues, I have 3 of them. We have them for all styles of grilling. It's absolutely ridiculous. We have a smoker, we have a Traeger, and we also have like a flat top grill. I forget what they're called. The ones that Costco sold for a while there. Well, they probably still have them, but it's a flat top. It lives in our garage because the barbecue alley, I'm going to call it once it's finished, out back there to line all these barbecues up, doesn't have room right now to stamp or to put the flat top outside. So it lives in the garage. So we've just stamped some little bottles. They can be beer bottles, they could be sauce bottles, whatever sort of thing you want to call them. Is anybody else's husband out there like mine and has all these grills, has a grill obsession where he's got multiples to do anything else? Comment in the comments. I tell him he's insane, but he enjoys it. So we've had some pretty darn good brisket off of our Komodo Joe. So, and then I've just taken, so all of these come separately in the stamp set, but I've just built them, line them up, so that I can create like a little border on a piece of crumb cake. This is about 1.5 inches wide, I think. I did not measure it. I just cut a scrap or pulled out a scrap. So I don't know its exact measurements. But you just want enough so that it can build a little layer in behind. So we can go ahead and we can layer this down on this. Now I have a little bit of extra, so I will just kind of shuffle that over so that I can trim off the edges with my scissors. Okay. Now this card was inspired. Who did this card? Let me think for a second here. She did it in different colorings, but I thought it was super cute how she did it. I think she had a couple other elements that I kind of eliminated off of mine. So it's a case of hers. I think it was Lena Gersha. I think that's who it was. I can't remember. And I can't remember what her business name is right now either. I should write these things down, you guys. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I don't. Normally, I just save a photo, and then I create the card or case the card or whatever I'm doing, and then I delete the photo, because otherwise, you've got like 6,000 photos on your phone, and then I forget to write the name down. So I'm just trying a little bit of linen thread. I know for a masculine card, sometimes bows and all the frilly bits are kind of not suitable, but I think with linen thread, you can kind of get away with it just because it's kind of just a neutral sort of ribbon, and it sort of blends into this crumb cake piece anyway, so it doesn't really stand out in your face like a normal piece of ribbon would, say on a flowery sort of frilly card, but it kind of adds a little bit of a texture. Okay, so we've just wrapped that around nice and cute, right? And then we are going to bring in our stylish shape circle. And then I just cut it out of, what are these ones called? Layering circles. I've just cut it. If you guys remember that strawberry paper, I think it was a celebration paper that we had. That's where I got that pattern. Sorry. Let me just have a sip of tea here. Because I didn't have any plaid of any sort other than the blue that comes in the, what is that? The homemade sweetness paper. I didn't have any plaid of any sort, and I didn't get the ladybug paper. I don't think that's what it's called, but sweet bugs, maybe that's what it's called. I didn't get that paper. I think there's a plaid in that one. But I just went to my stash and I dug out what I had. And I'm using it up, right? Because that's what we want to do. We don't want this designer series paper hanging around forever. And I know over the years, we've had many, many, many plaids that are absolutely beautiful. So we've just layered that up. I've just put it on some dimensionals just to give it a little bit of oomph. And now we're going to build our little burger. So I've cut out all of this stuff. Oops, I got an extra little shrimpy in there. He's just so cute. I love it. Here, let me hold him up. Isn't he so cute? I love shrimp. That's what I had for dinner last night. So, okay. So a little trick with this is that I just have a little scrap of piece of white paper here, and that's what I'm going to build my little burger on. It just gives me a way to layer a little bit better, and it also will give me a way to attach it. I just found this was the easiest way to do it, just because these little parts are a little bit finicky. So I just left a little bit of an edge. I can cut that off, and I just glued it in the middle. And then I grabbed my lettuce. And I'm going to glue that down. Now you can layer your burger in whatever you like. Some people like their lettuce on top. You tell me. You like your lettuce on the top or lettuce on the bottom? And then the burger patty. Now I've just cut out one, but of course if you want to make a double decker, triple decker, whatever you like, you can do that. So we're going to layer down the little meat patty. And then you've got the cheese. I have to look at these a little bit harder and figure out like other ways to use these little shapes. Oops, my cheese didn't stick. My cheese isn't melted, guys. There we go. So you see, just putting it on this little tiny bit of paper, it's helping it sort of stick down. And then you've got this little kind of rainbow element. It's your onions. That somebody really put some thought into all these little extra elements that you can add to your burger and stuff like that. When they created the dies, just love it. It's so fun. And then you've got your burger topper, patty, bun, whatever you want to call it. We'll just stick that down. So then when you pull this up, oh, hang on. Don't use as much glue as I did, apparently. There we go. Whoops. Apparently I really glued that one side down. You really only need the glue like right in the middle. Mine squished out a little bit there at the end. So there you go. You've got your little burger built onto your little piece of paper. And then you can just take your scissors and you can just trim that off. I just found it was easy to stack and layer them that way. So they had something to sort of grip onto. And then you've got your burger there. Cute, right? I love it. Looks like a little Big Mac. Okay. Now we are going to grab our dimensionals again. And we'll stick a dimensional on the back of that. And then we'll bring this in and we'll just stick it right into our little plaid circle there. And I'm going to put this down to the front of the card right now so that we have it adhered. So we had, a few weeks ago, we did our jam party stuff. So now we're having our outdoor picnic, barbecue, burger sort of season. So this is so cute that you can create little invitations with this too. Such a cute set. I love it. Okay, and then I've got a little fork here that I cut out of the silver foil. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the handle because my little sausage here on my original there is going to get put on with a dimensional, and that'll hold down the rest of the fork. So we'll put a little dimensional on the back of the sausage or kielbasa, whatever you want to call it. Definitely not a hot dog. It's too big. And then we'll just put that right over top, and then that'll hold down the little fork tongs. Okay, then we've got a stylish shape again, cut out, and we are going to use, I think I put I took it off the block. We are going to use You Are Flippin' Awesome. And we're going to stamp that in Memento. Just like that. Okay, we'll need that again in 2 seconds, so we'll just leave that open. Okay, and then we're just going to kind of slip that underneath our ribbon, or twine, I should say. Grab a couple dimensionals again. Put on each side. Whoops, I grabbed 2 there. Let's hope we can hide that. Yeah, we'll be good. They're stuck together. I can't get them apart. Okay, and then we're just going to slide this in there and stick it down. And we'll adjust our bow here. There we go. So cute, right? I love it. Okay, and then we're going to do our inside. So we've just got our standard 4 by 5 1/4 piece that we are going to take our little, whoops, things are flying. Sorry, guys. Hopefully I don't need that one. And I just did a row along the bottom. So here's the inside. Just decorated it with the utensils. Stamped in crumb cake. Just like that. And then I brought in the happy birthday because I wanted this to be a birthday card. And I just stamped that right there in the corner. So now we can close that up so we don't end up with ink all over us. And we can put this down. So as you comment, whether you're live with me now or you're on the replay, this will be the card that you will get with a little prize from me. When I draw, just a random draw, the wheel of names, I just put everybody's name in and then it draws it. You usually have all week. Generally, I do the draw like not right before I go live the next time, but an hour or so before. So lots of time to watch the replay and make some comments. Okay, so there's our card all done and ready to send off to somebody that's going to win it. Cute, right? Give me some comments that you love that little card. Oh, I'm missing all the comments. Hang on, let me catch up here. Kim has 2 barbecue. She's got 1 on the deck and the travel one. Oh my gosh, we have 4 then, Kim. I just forgot about the travel one that's out in the shed. Oh my gosh, we have too many barbecues. That's ridiculous. 2 people. How could they need 4 barbecues? That's just insane. So when I saw this set, I automatically knew I wanted to make like a little apron. So that's what I've done here is I've just made this cute little apron, and then it just sits up like a little, I don't know what you call these. The name's escaping me. If somebody remembers it, you can post it. But it will sit up and it will hold up and look really, really cute wherever it's standing. And this ribbon here is also from this part of the online exclusives. I think it's still current. I haven't been in there yet looking today. Variegated trim, it's called. And it's in gray granite. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It kind of has like a denim sort of feel to it, but it's not. It's nice and soft. And it's got a nice little white stitched edging on it. It's really, really pretty. So if you missed that, go in there and have a look because it works great for masculine cards. And then if you've got some black dots still hanging around from before, I'm not sure if we have any current right now. I don't know what's current and what isn't right now. I'm a little behind the times here. But I'm sure everybody has some black. you're hoarding some black dots there, but look really cute on the apron. And then I've just cut out the little images. So that's where you'll see the flipper, the tongs, and the little fork, that they all do come separate and they all do cut out, and then the bottle and the little oven mitt. And then I've just stamped the little barbecue down there. I've made it red to mimic our little Komodo Joe. And then I stamped the little mittens on the back, but you could use any of the images there. And then this one here I've done, I've used again the utensils in the background, just the barbecue to show itself, and then the little mittens. And then that's also a saying in the stamp set, to the Grill Master. And then you're flipping awesome, happy birthday. So you can use all those sentiments and build them up and make sort of your own, right? And then I'm loving this as like sort of a background border stamp as well. It looks really, really cute. So there is a cute little card as well. And then I went digging in my retired paper when I was trying to find some plaid. I found the Hey Sports Fan, if anybody remembers that one. It had a sheet of like all these little tag things. So I thought this is a cute one for a little barbecue invitation, right? Don't you love it? So these little tickets I just cut out of the designer paper. I stamped this in our new Peaceful Pine to mimic the egg, because the egg is green and the Komodo Joe is red, just so you guys know, up on your barbecue knowledge, right? You can impress your husbands later. And then this one was also cut out of the thing, and you could tuck in something, little barbecue sauce, a little package of ketchup, or something fun, just to tuck in a little gift or something like that. So, or a gift card, say you're going out, going to the Ball Diamond. We have, what are they called here? Kim might know. We have the River Hawks, and we have something else. I can't remember what the other team is. I think it's a St. Albert team. It's got a funny name to it. But anyways, I'll say the Riverhawks because that's the only one I can remember right now. But yeah, if you're going, say you were going to buy some tickets, and you could just slip them in there, and that could be a gift, and you can go to the game, and that's super cute, right? And then I dragged out He's the Man designer series paper. So this one had a sheet of all these little punch outs and stuff like that. And this one says you're flipping awesome, which is exactly what's in the stamp set. So that kind of was fun and went, and it had the tools and the little fire and stuff like that. And then that is the other stick, the kebab stick, I guess you want to call it. This one right here. That I just put 2 of the little hot dogs on. And this one's a gift card holder. So it's got on the inside, it's got the little pocket to put your gift card in. And this could be a great little birthday card. I've got one of these cards where you can go to all the fun things. You can go to Swiss Chalet, Montana's. What else does it say? New York Fries, Kelsey's, Harvey's, Blanco's, all the fun things. So if you get one of those multi sort of restaurant cards, you can put that in as a gift card and then give that as a little set. So this one incorporates these 2, I guess. Incorporate this new stamp set with some of the old papers and stuff like that we may still have on hand and that we need to use up. So that gives you some ideas. And then one last thing, if you are having a little barbecue party, I found these cute little charcuterie cups. So those ones that you see that they build. I've just tied a little bit of ribbon around the outside. And then I've got the tag. So that's the big grillin' and chillin' with the little flames that come in the stamp set. Just on some barbecue corn nuts. I've got some little Coca-Cola bottles in there, little gummy bottles. And then I got these on Amazon. They're so cute, and they come with like soy sauce and something else. These little bottles, if you made, say, your own tomato paste or tomato sauce, or some honey mustard, you made your own, you could send people home with these little things filled up with your little concoction of ketchup and honey mustard or whatever. And you could even relabel these. And then they've got a little sampling of what you made up for your sauces in your little charcuterie cup. So cute, right? Whoops, my little bow fell off. I love these little charcuterie cups. They're great for everything. All right. Does anybody have any questions about this set? As I said again, it is from the online exclusives. I believe it's still in stock. I probably should have checked this before I went live, but it was from the March. No, now is March or May. March online exclusives of this year. So it should still be there, but it's probably going to get popular being that we're going to get into barbecue and party season and all that kind of stuff. Kim likes mixing old with new. Yeah, I know. We got to remember all the old cute stuff that we have, right? We don't get a lot of masculine papers and products and that sort of thing. So when you got them, you want to use them, right? Yeah, aren't the bottles cute, Kim? I love them. They're so adorable. They were super cheap too. I've got, I don't know, 24 of them in different, like I say, there was a soya sauce and something else as well. So whatever people like. I would probably relabel them and make up my own ketchup or my own like garlic aioli or something like that and put them in the little bottles and gift them out to people when they left for them from the barbecue, right? Cute, right? All right. So that's all I have for you, my friends. Make sure if you are not live with us that you comment on the replay, and I will share some other things with you this week. And like I say, I will try and get that album done for tomorrow, but I don't know. It's kind of a busy day, so I might not get it done. Make sure you check out June the 2nd. Mark in your calendars right now for the new product of the month. It is super cute. I didn't print off a little preview of it, but it's got a little koala bear, a little cow, a snail, a penguin, and something else, I think. It's super cute. So you'll want that. As I said last month, the price has gone up to $7 on your $100 order for that product. They honored it till the end of April, and then it switched over, or the end of May, sorry, and then it switched over. And then last chance, we'll get an update on June the 2nd. All right. I don't have a calendar in front of me. I think we're away for a week and then we're back. So that puts us like, I'm going to do some quick math here. That's the 6th. So the 13th-ish, I think, of June that we'll be back, unless I get my act together this week and can do a live this week. But all that stuff will be updated and posted this week. And you'll be able to follow that. Click that you're going to the event. Facebook should remind you that I'm going live. And that way you'll be able to keep track of what the heck I'm doing. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining me today. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Maybe creating with if you ordered this set, with your BBQ Master set. Or drag out some of your tired paper and be inspired to create something for a Father's Day that's upcoming on the 18th of June. All right. So take care, everybody. Thank you. I will see you next time. Check the page for the next event, and we'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye. Paper hugs.